Well, well, well. Back again. Back again. Yep. And we are indeed live, as far as I'm aware. If I have indeed got it correct, we're rolling, right? We're cooking by gas. We're going. All stations go. Yeah, cooking by gas. My dad used to say that quite a lot. We're cooking. We're going. Wait a minute. We're not going anywhere. Yeah, but it's a saying, right? It means we're going, we're rolling. So hopefully we are. Anyway, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. We are indeed back again, and this time tonight, for the first time in history, we're making history tonight. For the first time in history of the whole world, in fact, of every single imaginable world and universe that NASA can imagine, we are making history for the first time. We're live across both That's Life, but Not As We Know It channels. So we're on That's Life, but Not As We Know It, and That's Life, but Not As We Know It too. So it might confuse me with me being me. So I don't know. We'll see how it goes, right? Anyway, with that said, tonight, the Rockefellers once again. Who'd have thought it, right? Ah, man. Where would we be without the Rockefeller entity? Honestly, that is a genuine question. Where would we be without them? These philanthropists? These charitable entities? I'm not so sure about that. Rich? Yeah, you could call them that, I guess. Charity? No, I would not call them that. Yeah, you're a bit late with the well, Anthony, but yeah, you are correct. We're live. We are, yeah, live from the rolling hills of Murrayshire in Elgin, a little town in the northeast of Scotland. Quite a nice place, right? I'm not going to knock it because I do stay here. So I kind of represent little old Elgin. It is rooted in Masonic madness, I can assure you. Of course, not today, right? Just like the Rockefellers, they don't pull the strings today, right? Yeah. So, hello, Anthony, our brother Tony in the hood, a dog named Boo. Good to have you back again. Bry, our brother, back again as well. Carmel, good to have you. A pleasure, as always. Charlotte, good to have you back again. Great stuff. Dave as well in the hood. Fantastic. Who else did I see? Zoo Scott, there you go. Almost lost you, but there you go. You're back again. Jojo Gizmo, there you go. Good evening. We're heading into the morning now. Ah, man. I'm hoping not to go too long, but hey, time will tell, right? Let me grab a drink quickly. I should have done that first. One of these days we're going to get it right. So yeah, um, who else have we got? Did I miss anyone else? Hopefully not. Sometimes I do. JP, oh, where did you go? For some reason, I can't work it. There you go. Happy Friday. Yeah. Hopefully, everyone's having a good time, a nice day, right? What a mad world we live in. I mean, I shouldn't laugh, really, because it is, honestly, it's insane. I kind of struggle to find words how to explain the way the world is at the moment and the way that it's heading. And similar with the Rockefeller entity, I'm struggling to come to the right words to describe this entity because the more and more I learn about them, the more I just think, what the beep? Yeah, what the hell, right? It's staggering the amount of stuff that they're behind. You wouldn't believe it if someone just told you if you never knew anything about them. And some sheep will. They'll be walking the streets, never heard, even of John D. Rockefeller, knowing nothing about the history of big pharma, medication, crude oil. They don't care. They're too busy, right? And hey, that's their prerogative, I guess. That's up to them. But eventually, these kinds of people, well, certain people, they will eventually begin to ask questions and think, wait a minute, something's not right here, right? Something is going on. The world's not quite as I thought it was. Ah, man. You remember when you were a fully fledged sheep and you basically didn't care about anything? Ah, those were the days, right? Ah, man. Those were the days you didn't know anything. You were like a small child, like a baby, knew nothing whatsoever. Fast forward a good bit of time, and it's a different story, right? But we always stay strong. We never live in fear. That is for sure. No matter what, we will never ever live in fear. And we do not comply. All right. Anyway, let's see if we can crack on. I'm wanting to not try and go too long. Famous last words, right? Dinosaur fuel, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but it doesn't last forever, this stuff. We might get into the petroleum. Well, we will eventually get into the petroleum in the Rockefeller horror show. It won't be tonight, and it won't be in the next one because the next one is likely going to be focused around big pharma. Shock horror. Who'd have thought the Rockefellers? Who'd have thought the Rockefellers were involved with big pharma, right? What a total shock to the system. Yeah, sure. But yeah, we will get into the fuel. An interesting one when it comes to crude oil. Lots of information out there. Um, as always with the agenda, all is not what it would appear. Put it that way, right? What did I do there? Ah, there we go. So let me see if I can quickly work it. And we're going to jump straight into it. I'll jump back into the chat in a bit. Oh, Wendy, there you go, in the hood. Fast forward to Wide Awake, yeah. Of course, you can't rewind either. There is no going back. We are here in full bot form tonight. Ta-da. Oh, man. Yeah. Quickly get it off, right? Yeah, I've showed my face, so you know I'm not an AI bot. He's the computer. The guy's a computer. He doesn't show his face, right? So, ta-da. There you go. You see why I don't show it. Quickly get it off. Full screen. Anyway, who else did I see? Wendy. Andy. There you go. Andy Pandy. Yeah, in the hood. Who else did I see? I thought I seen someone else quickly before I jump off. Andy Bry, dog named Boo. Yeah, cool. We're all good. I've managed to keep up with the comments so far, which is good. I like it that way. I totally could not imagine hundreds of comments. And I mean, imagine trying to say hello to everyone. About 1,000 people. Who was I watching? Days of Noah. And there's like 2,000 people in the chat. Fucking, it would cut your finger off. The speed of it. You have to put it on slow mode, right? You can't see. But we're fortunate that we've not got that problem here, and we can say hello, which I like to do. To be fair, I'm happy. I'm happy with the way things are. It's great, and I've got a lot of time for the community that we've got. Great people, honestly. Um, did we have Justine? She was in the chat earlier on, but she might be away, busy, attending to better things, right? Which is advisable. You don't be here watching me. Go and do something worthwhile. But we do like to try and cover information and not just come on and be me talking nonsense. That's what it is. Yeah, that's basically what it is. Anyway, but I do like to try and share different bits of information, different bits of news, right? Whatever we've got. if I think it might be worthwhile, then yeah, I'll share it. So yeah, good to have everyone back in the hood. Yeah, I mean, you just get lost in it. You can't really communicate with anyone. You miss it. You miss the reply. It's so quick. It's gone. And with my eyesight, I mean, I can't do it. So I don't know. I'm quite glad that we don't have that issue, right? So yeah, good to have Andy in the hood tonight, and Wendy and everyone else in the chat. Let's see if I can work it. Ah, the Rockefellers. Yeah, this charity, the Rockefeller Foundation. There was two videos before I get started. There was two videos that I done on the Rockefellers, and some I don't know if it was a guy or a girl or a AI bot. Honestly, twice it came on two different videos and put the same comment, basically saying that David Rockefeller was God's gift and an angel, and he done this and he done that, and it was so weird. So I just banned the guy. I just got rid of the guy because it was just it was too strange. So I thought, nah, it's an AI bot. It's an AI bot. It says me, right? But it was really weird. I think Frank pointed it out as well at some point. So I mean, in the past few months, we've had different spam attacks and shit like that. That I don't know. I really don't know where that stems from, but hopefully we've kind of got to the bottom of it. I tried to sort different settings and other stuff I like, but it's me, right? Oh man, I can only work with the tools that I've got. I see Rags is in the house. Our Irish brother Ragnar. If you've not checked out Ragnar's channel, get over and get subscribed because I believe that the majority of people here, you're going to like it, right? So check out our Irish brother, Ragnar. Good to have you in the hood tonight. Back again. So yeah, we'll see tonight if we get the AI bot comment, but I reckon I got rid of it. But it was really strange. So we keep our eyes peeled, right? You can always kind of tell. You get this, I don't know, instinct kind of tells you that, wait a minute, something's not right here, right? So we're touching on the Rockefellers again. Why not? Maybe I'll get the knock on the door. You've crossed the line. You've took it too far. Yeah, I'm sure they've got bigger fish to fry than me, but we like to go there. We certainly do. Before we touch on, there's a certain article that I want to point out, and from last week, and it's in regards to the Rockefeller Foundation, and yeah, they are the heroes. Of course, they are. Dun, 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 dun. They're here to save humanity. Hip hip hooray! Right? But I think I'm what 34-year-old, right? I was born in 1987, seemingly. That's what I'm told. At least. Can't believe nothing, right? This guy. So, I mean, in my younger days, yeah, I used to see quite a lot of ill people, terminally ill, sick from time to time. But over the years, I think it's only got worse, right? I think more and more, I don't know if it's just me noticing or as I get older, but even going by what they're saying, the media, stuff's got worse. People get ill quite a lot. Sometimes pass away, constantly being sick. Um, Even from my own experience of speaking to different people, especially in the past 10 years, wow, people just have consistent problems with health and be it physical health or mental health or just being ill, sick, sickness bugs. I mean, a list that would go from fucking here to London, and that's quite a few miles, right? I mean, we would be here all day going into all the different illnesses and God knows what only else is happening today. Now, you might want to let me know in the chat if I can see it, but it's gotten worse, right? Things have got worse over time, especially I would say in the last 50 to 60 years. Humans have, in terms of health, wow, the if you can see it, the deterioration is frankly eye-watering. It really is. That's the only way I could explain it. And you would not have to look far if you've not experienced it yourself. You will not have to look far to see what has been going on. This is from '09, 2009. Why are humans always so sick? Life science, the go to for all you need to know. Don't go anywhere else, right? Yeah, why? And how many years ago was that? I mean, today it's unreal. 2020, why some people are still getting sick, but not with dot dot dot. I wonder. October 2020, what could it be? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty obvious, really, right? Oh, it's not the COVID, it's something else. Yeah. How can they tell the difference? What test? I better watch what I'm saying, actually. I've got to get a strike now, incoming strike. But I mean, even with the pandemic aside, people were pretty much being ill quite a lot, even people that I know. 2021, again, why does everyone seem to have a cold right now? 8th of July, Cleveland Clinic. Yeah, I wonder, right? But of course, every year, year in, year out, it doesn't matter what, if it's summer, winter, autumn, spring, someone you know or someone there or thereabouts is either ill or other and not in a good way. Children as well. I mean, my own son at 2 year old, not even two, actually. I don't even think he was two. Diagnosed with stage 2 cancer. My own fucking flesh and blood. Now, I had already previously lost grandparents, uncles, aunties, and my own father to this cancer that they talk of. And then there I was being told that my own son, who was, I can't remember his exact age, he wasn't even two. I mean, that was, my whole world collapsed. I pretty much froze. Um, Still, I can remember to the very day, it sort of shook me to my inner core. It really did. And that was after going through losing my father and other friends, my best friend, close friends, you name it. But when I got told that very day, wow, talk about a kick in the family jewels, right? Yikes. Fortunately, my son Billy is now my hero, my inspiration, without a doubt. Still here today to tell the tale, and as cheeky as ever. The devil in disguise. But yeah, thankfully, he is still here and fighting fit. But a lot of people and a lot of children, it's unfortunately it's a different kettle of fish. And I seen it when my son was ill in hospital. I mean, wow, that place, it was heartbreaking. It was so heartbreaking to be in. I mean, you had the whole floor, 2 wards full of children, basically 2 terminal ward with terminally ill illnesses, cancers, leukemias, you name it. Every tumor you could think of. Honestly, I mean, I would be here a while telling you some of the stories that because I used to speak to we had to stay there for 2 weeks at the time, and we stayed in accommodation in the hospital, and we would meet different parents, and, you would get talking and you would share your experiences, and you'd get into what's going on, and, honestly, it it was quite staggering at some of the stuff I was hearing in regards to babies with these tumors. Honestly, I could not believe it. I could not. We're so lucky to now be where we are in terms of with my son. But I mean, it's right across the board in terms of the UK. It's not just here. It's everywhere. Every hospital, at least then, full of these children. And now it would appear that they don't even want people to be there. Income and strike, right? I got heavy strikes for the videos I done on the hospitals at the start of the pandemic. They did not like that one bit. Yeah. You'll know I think my cat's trying to break in. I'm gonna have to let her in. Ah, come on. Honestly. She's trying to get in. So I go to open the door to let her in. She just looks at me. Just looking at me, not coming in. Oh man, you can't win, can you? You really cannot win, honestly. Cats, dogs, kids. Oh Jesus, it's a nightmare. But yeah, let's see if we can get back to it. Right? Yeah, it can be grim. But like I said, my son Billy, he's my hero now. He really is. I take a lot of inspiration from him. What he went through, we'd be here a while. I mean, I've touched on it a few times in the past. I've not really extensively got into it because it's quite emotional and it's quite a long story to be honest. Um we'd be here a while probably. So and it's quite emotional. But it is a I mean, it's not a story with an ending, I guess, because Billy's still here fighting fit. But it is quite a long tale to tell, but we might get into it in the future. I mean, there's good news from it, so it could help people. I mean, there is hope, especially Billy was fortunate to be young, which sounds a bit strange because given what he had, but he had the youth on his side. When it comes to older people, you're kind of defeated mentally before you're even looking at a way to get better. And unfortunately, your brain and your way of thinking, it can have a serious effect, at least in my opinion, and from what I've heard from some of the top doctors at the time who were dealing with Billy. They were the top doctors in the UK. I shit you not, that is no word of a lie for the job that they done. And some very, very interesting conversations with one of them in particular in regards to the flu juice. Now, I think I might have mentioned it before. It's probably a video that I got a strike for, I would imagine, given what he said and what he told me that day. Yeah, I'd probably get a strike for it if I told you. But we'll get into that another time. But of course, cancer. This article here is from 2015. Cancer increasing. It's been increasing since it began. It went viral, if you like. Incoming strike. So, I mean, even then, 2015, 2020, Forbes.com. Again, in the youth and in old people. Again, 2022. I mean, it would appear to just be going whoosh, skyrocket, right? I mean, where's it gonna end? Where's it all gonna end? Where's it going? I mean, they blame us. We get the blame for having poor health and being ill. It's our fault, basically. That's that's pretty much what they say. Oh, you didn't do this. You've not done that. This, that, or the next thing. Yeah. Um. So on top of, I mean, we're so lucky, right? All these things in the world that's totally great. I'm so full of good news. Oh man, look out. So on top of all the fucking health issues that you would be here for 2 days listing, on top of all that, we've got the growing issue with the war, or a world war. Zelensky and Putin. And they are dragging this out big time. Where's it going to go? I've got a feeling it's going to heat up yet. Hence why I did cover the basics on prepping. I mean, I know people are not stupid, but we went there just to keep it fresh in people's minds at least. Start thinking about the future, because these people certainly don't care about your future. No way. Don't fucking buy it. They don't. They simply don't. Don't be fooled, right? So we've got the puppet of the war puppet, being dangled about. And if we've got, because of that, we've got the fuel crisis. And now we're going to have a global hunger crisis to go on top of it. Because the food now, the food chain, which we mentioned about a year ago, it's pretty much done, finished, over. It's fizzing out now. I shit you not. Be prepared. Shit's on. I hate to say it, but I cannot see it getting better at this stage in time. I cannot see things getting any better. I kind of feel like we're in the calm before the storm, pretty much. I could be wrong. I fucking hope I am. But I mean, how many more crises do they want to fucking throw at us? I better not say that, right? Let's not go there. I better not say that. Yeah, we've got a few more. You roll out the comet, roll out the alien invasion, right? Yeah. Of course, I've always thought that the alien deception would come when we're completely on our knees. And I think we're on that road now. We're definitely not there yet, but we are on that road. People need to make a stand in every way that they can. But it's going to be tough because these entities, they are cutthroat. They do not fuck about. They'll pretty much do anything to accomplish and achieve where they want to be. They've got no moral, they've got no empathy, nothing like that whatsoever. That, in my opinion, is pretty much why they are where they are. Because the doting human is actually quite a good fucking guy or lady. But we're being completely done over at every turn. Did someone say that I got Muted. I don't think I muted myself, did I? Maybe I did. I'm unsure. Let me grab a drink. I mean, it's crisis after crisis. These people who sit and watch the news all day long, they must be pulling their hair out, right? Oh no, another crisis. Fuck, another one? Surely not. Yep, they've got more. I seen a interview with Boris Johnson today, and it doesn't sound good what he was saying, talking about the kids, talking about possible future variants. Fucking who made Boris Johnson a virologist or a fucking fortune teller? But people need to take what he said. They need to take it. They need to take note because I've got a funny feeling he was hinting at what could be next. So check out his latest interview if you've not seen it. I think Carl Vernon shared it. And I did comment saying, look, you better take note. Remember what he's saying, right? I mean, oh, Jesus. I knocked down my salt lamp. Oh, no. There you go. I moved it. Ah, Jesus. I moved it and then knocked it down. That's probably bad luck. Hopefully it's good luck. We'll go with that, right? Yeah, future lockdowns. Yeah, I think that could be on the cards, to be honest. The way they're talking at the moment, yeah, I wouldn't rule it out. People, like I said, get prepared. Even without the lockdowns and the war, the rest of it, they're pushing this climate crisis big time. Yeah, we've got them here as well. Zainab, good to have you back again. Scotland, yay, come in. Everyone come. Bring your dog, bring your cat. We Hitler, aka Nicola Sturgeon. Wow. When is she going to be stopped, right? Honestly. I mean, Scotland's pretty much a fucking done. It's done. It's finished, honestly. I hate to say it, but wow. Oh, honest. I struggle to find words how to describe what's going on in Scotland. I really do. The SNP, they're destroying every single thing that's ever been good about even humanity itself. I'm struggling to think where they want Scotland to be in the future. What kind of world do they want Scotland to be? What kind of place do they want it to be? I imagine it being pretty much like George Orwell's 1984. That's the only way I can see it being. All thanks to Nicola and the SNP. Hip hip hooray, right? Sure. Scotty as well. Good to have Zainab back again. Scotty as well. Good to have you. And Steve. Good to have you back again, brother. And Rags in the house. Justine, Bry, Wendy. Where did Bry go? There we go. Justine. Yeah, we're rolling. We're cooking. Great stuff. Let's jump back. And I'll have to make it bigger so I can see it. I still struggle. Oh man, I shouldn't laugh at my poor eyesight, but if you can't laugh at yourself, right? Who can you laugh at? Let me quickly ask it. What do you think the next crisis is going to be? The next crisis that is right across the board. Do you think it's another pandemic, scariant, or lockdown, comet, um, all out war? Yeah, same with the Irish, right? Good to have Ragnar, our Irish brother in the hood. People think I'm Irish, which I'm quite proud of it. I'm proud to be Scottish and I'm proud to be thought of as Irish. So great stuff, right? Um, we're cooking in butter. Yeah, I like to cook with butter, definitely. It's not healthy, but Scottish, right? It's got to be done. The alien deception, Scotty boy. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, I still kind of think that's a wee bit off, but the way it's heading, I don't, I don't think it's far away. Right, get ready. Um, yeah. I mean, it's how would people react if such a thing did happen, like an alien invasion or a blue beam project, blue beam deception? I remember watching Bill Hicks. I can't remember what one stand up, and he'd done a show in Alabama, and they were saying to Bill that there was a UFO, and I think it was being reported a UFO came, and a lot of people went down to check it out. Some of them went armed with guns, which I thought was quite funny. We're gonna shoot them, right? Fucking take them out. They ain't taking me away. I ain't getting no probe. Gonna shoot these aliens, shoot them out the sky, steal their technology before the CIA get it right. But quite funny, Bill Hicks. Or is it Alex Jones? Of course, there's the conspiracy with Alex Jones and Bill Hicks. I mean, they certainly do look alike, big time. Um, yeah, an interesting one. I kind of I'm unsure of it. I don't think it is the case, but I wouldn't rule it out. I would not fucking rule it out. In this world that we live in, you could not rule anything out. Not one thing. I shit you not. Don't do it, cause it'll be a mistake. Honestly. Anyway, yeah, Bill Hicks and Alex Jones, right? Some people think it is. I can't see it, but I can see why people would think that. To be honest, they're very similar. Very similar. Um, Patrick as well in the hood. Good to have you back again. Great stuff. Quebec. Wow. Fantastic. Good to have you back again, Patrick. And yeah. Um, oh, did someone think that they got muted from the chat? Is that what was meant? I'm unsure. Someone might have to, a moderator might have to sort them out. They'll help you, right? That's my security. They're my security, my staff. They look after me, right? Someone's got to. Good to see Zainab and Justine back again in rags. Yeah, great stuff. Is it Sholand? We'll go with that, right? Good to see you back again. Uh, Justine, cannot see you on live chat. Huh, that's strange. I don't know what that is. A moderator. Security. Security to the dance floor. We have an issue. I'm unsure. That's why, as well, I thought I'm kind of going to lay off making more moderators because we could get issues, right? So I don't know, but I can see Justine and Zainab in the chat. So I'm unsure. Ah, actually, I know what it'll be. It's because we're live. We're live on both channels tonight. So if you're on That's Life But Not As We Know It too, you're going to be on that chat. If you're on That's Life But Not As We Know It, the original, you'll see that chat, I'm assuming. See, trust me to confuse it, right? But I thought for the first time tonight, I did mention at the start that we would go live on both. I kind of feel that the backup channel, it's been tossed aside. It's yesterday's news. It's finished. So we're throwing it a bit of a bone tonight. And I think there is still people who don't quite yet know that I have got my original channel back. So if you are watching right now on That's Life But Not As We Know It too, this is live on the original channel also. And if you don't know about that, You'll have to find it because, yeah, you'll find it in the community tab in the on the YouTube channel, right? Because, from what I can gather, there is still people who don't know that I'm on mainly at the moment, I'm on my original channel, right? So, if you might see me saying hello to someone that you can't see. Someone's blocked me. People would be thinking that, right? Uh, Rags has not banned anyone yet. Yeah, well, the first is likely to be some sort of spam fucking, I don't know, bot. I used to get them quite a lot in the comments, straight away as well on a video. Like, fucking hell. It's like a virus. I don't know. Computer virus. So you might want to watch for that. But hey, I'm no expert, that's for sure. Good to have Rags in the house. So we've cleared that up at least. Um, kind of for the time being. It might confuse people being on the two, right? Hopefully it doesn't too much. So, crisis after 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 crisis, and on and on and on, right? Forever. Three biggest threats to global food security. Hmm. Now, what could that be, right? It's got to be Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, and Elon Musk. Surely, right? Anyone want to hazard a guess as to what it may be? Um, the enlightened Mank in the house. There you go. Good to have you back again. On fire, Foley. Quickly, call the fireys. He's on fire, right? I'm here all week. Unfortunately. Oh man. Gainer, my good friend Gainer. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night. A pleasure to have you back again. Great stuff. Did I miss anyone else while I'm here? Yo, yo, yo. Yeah, good to have Scotty back again. So, yeah, the three biggest threats. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'd imagine people could pretty much guess them, to be honest. Maybe not exact, but I think the majority of you would nail it. And before I forget, I'm going to be live on Sunday on with Ian on Facebook, but I'm going to stream it on my backup as well because Ian got me a strike. Ian's got me a strike before, but to be honest, um, like I said, the backup channel it kind of needs a bit more blood in it. So I am gonna I'm gonna stream it on Facebook and my backup channel, and we're gonna touch on the beast, Alistair Crawley, and a few interesting bits in regards to him. So I think a few of you might find it quite interesting. Plus, Ian's got a story to tell, quite a good one, in regards to when he done a bit of research into Alistair Crawley and his sort of going ons, if you like. I'm trying to think. The Golden Dawn. Do people know what the Golden Dawn is? The Hermetic Order. We've touched on them before, so you should. We've touched on the Golden Dawn anyway, and I have covered it in a video. Of course, the Golden Dawn's Alistair Crawley's secret society, right? It'll be interesting. So look out for it on Sunday. I'll post it in my community tab, and I'm going to be posting on because there's a members tab as well. So I kind of need to put it to use. So hopefully I will. I was going to do a sort of similar thing on the website, but I don't know. I might, to be honest, The website, it might get, it's on ice at the moment. It's still there. I'm thinking about getting rid of it. I mean, I do, I do like it, but it doesn't seem to be. I don't know. It only really gets used if I promote it, which is a bit of a pain in in the arse, to be honest. It seems a bit pointless. I'm very grateful to Frank and anyone else who did or has used the website in the past. I know Frank definitely put a shitload of information. Honestly, a fucking library. And a few other people did. They have checked it out and been in to say hello, which is great. But I mean, I don't think it's really worth the while, to be fair. So it's probably going to be pretty much. I mean, like I said, it's on ice, but I don't know. I really don't know if it's worth its while, to be fair. Um, I can only update it from time to time when I get a chance. I've kind of got my hands tied as it is. So I'll see. Like I said, it is on ice, but I mean, it's there to be used. If it doesn't get used, there's not really much point in me fucking having it and paying for it. It seems a bit pointless, to be fair. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, sticking with it, this is indeed the free shock horror, right? Oh, indeed, yeah. Climate change, of course. Environmental shocks. What the? Yeah. Wait a minute, what? Environmental shocks? They, I'm pretty sure they just made that one up, right? Environmental shocks. What is that exactly? Volcano? Earthquake? Yeah. Environmental shock. Yeah. Okay. So the climate change, the environmental shock, which is that not two things in one? I don't know. These guys are the experts, so it must be the same thing, right? Is it a new phrase for climate change, the climate crisis? There's been an environmental shock in the USA. It's raining fucking acid. Totally nothing to do with geoengineering. Sure. Yeah. Population increase and the modern food system. Is that not two things as well? So three things is actually what? One, two, three, four, five things? Yeah. These guys really are the experts, right? Wow. Population increase? Sorry, what? I'm not sure they're going to have to worry about that one, to be honest. I shouldn't laugh. But I guess if they wanted people to believe there has been a population increase, then they will make people believe that. Manipulation is their game, put it that way. Modern food system. Population increase on the modern food system. I don't really get that, to be honest. How is the modern food system? Because it doesn't work. All this time, we've been digging our own fucking grave. Shock horror. Who'd have thought it, right? The whole system is basically destroying us. The modern food system. All the crises as well. The climate, the environmental shocks, the population increase, and of course, disruptions to the food chain. Yeah, because of the fucking illegal lockdowns. We did call it way back. We said this is not going to be good. This will not be good. No way. They just knee jerk snapped it. Boom. Stop. Nothing. Not a thing. Convid. Wuhan. The BBC. Get indoors. Save the NHS. Clap your hands. Yeah. What about the food? Forget the food chain. Yeah. Within what, a year? We started to see, I shouldn't laugh, but within about a year, not even that, we started to see many different issues cropping up here and there, not all at the same time, but gradually. Exactly how the agenda works, creeping its fucking way in like a dark mist, an evil entity, basically, like a ghost, right? Does anyone here believe in ghosts? While we're on that, I'm not a believer myself, to be honest, when it comes to the ghosts, but I do find it quite interesting, intriguing. Um, there's like an attractiveness to it, if that's the right word. But I'm unsure because I think there is a lot that is clearly unexplainable, which I always find intriguing. Knee jerk, yeah. Knee jerk in terms of how the chain was broken, of course. Totally planned, totally orchestrated, without a doubt. But snap, like that. And a lot of people didn't even think that it would be a problem. Things would be fine, right? 2 weeks, flatten the curve, NHS, all the rest of it. But yeah, I mean, you'd be a fool to think that anything wasn't unplanned because it fucking is, the whole lot. So you're on the money there. Bri, good to have you in the hood back again. And British B, good to have you back again. Region 4, where did you go? Where? There you go. Boom. Yeah, you caught it. Full catch. Great stuff. Good to have you back again. Have we got the 30 freeze? Yeah, no doubt, right? Yeah. Great stuff. Lots of comments. Too many now. I can't keep up. I cannot keep up. I do try. Let me see. Yeah, you can say that again. Wendy B on the money. So, that's the three threats to global food security. Run to the hill. Because shit's gonna heat up big time, right? I mean, again, talking about planning and orchestrating. Wow. Pretty much all that's been orchestrated, right? I mean, the modern food system. Yeah. It just all of a sudden became a bad thing out of nowhere. Of course, that's our fault, right? The doting human. Yeah. So, with all that in mind, well, pretty much all that and a bit more, we're now going to expand on the Rockefeller entity. I mean, honestly, what are they not behind? They've got their claws in the lot. Pharmaceutical, oil, food, school, hospital, government. You name it, they will be attached. They're offering money as an incentive to further said agenda, whatever it may fucking be. And yes, they will have one. Mark my words, they will. So, we will now look at the article. I know we're in, we've got to it, right? This came out last week, The Independent. Rockefeller's $105 million plan to produce climate friendly food? What? Yeah. Climate friendly food. Right. Okay. The pandemic, or sorry, the plandemic, sent global hunger soaring. But now the war in Ukraine is making the problem far worse. Damn that war in Ukraine. Just coming out of nowhere and making things worse. How dare it, right? And the pandemic sending hunger soaring. Yeah. While the rich got richer and richer and richer and richer. And yeah, you guessed it, richer. While global hunger soared, in their words at least. And yeah, the Ukraine war, right? Got to get that in. Got to get that in there. I think Scotty knows the score, right? Scotty's ahead of the game. Good man, good to have Scotty in the hood tonight, on the money. So yeah, they're going to throw money at it. They've got a plan. Wow, they're good at having plans, right? They love a good plan, the Rockefellers. Oh man, I remember I got a strike where we touched on the document, the Rockefeller document. YouTube did not like it. They did not like it one bit, and I got a strike for it. Oh man, quite funny. But yeah, let's try and avoid getting a strike for the time being. I've probably already banked one, to be honest, but that's the way we roll, right? So let me grab a drink and we're going to expand on this. Good to have everyone in the hood tonight. Steve's on his way to his kip, as we say. Good to have Steve. A pleasure. Steve does great in the chat, moderating for many channels. I recommend him as a moderator. Right, if you need one, Steve's your man. He's great at putting in all the links, and honestly, one of a kind. And I appreciate your time tonight, Steve. Hopefully, you have a good weekend and a good day tomorrow. Right, all the best to you, and we'll catch up again. So we've got the Rockefeller expert. He's the president of the Rockefeller Foundation. Of course he is. Right. What's his name? Rajiv Saha. We'll go with that, right? Rajiv Saha, president of the Rockefeller Foundation, said the commitment is the biggest nutrition effort in Rockefeller's history. Right. Over the next 3 years, the Good Food Strategy aims to ensure that 40 million people around the world have better access to healthy and sustainable food. Right. Okay. Quote, because of climate change, food prices were already the highest in a decade, even before Russia's barbaric invasion of Ukraine further decimated global food supplies. Now the world is on the precipice. This is a word I can't say either. It just won't come out. But we're on the cusp, basically, of a global humanitarian crisis. This is the Rockefeller president. The foundation and other experts say the way the world produces and consumes food is failing people and the planet. Right. So it came up with a new strategy. It hopes will shift the focus from increasing the quantity of food to improving its quality. So, consumption has basically failed the planet. And what have humans been doing? What have we been saying? We live in a society driven by consumption, greed. People want more, more, more. That one, that one, that one, this one, this one, this one. The next one, the next best one, the bigger one. More, more, more. Constantly. And you've got it being pushed like brainwashing through movies, adverts, posters, banners, radio. Of course, the television. Consume, consume, consume. Yeah. So they've got a plan, right? Of course they have. It's the Rockefellers. Who else would have a plan? It would only be the Rockefellers, right? Encourage doctors to prescribe fruits and vegetables instead of drugs when appropriate, since they can be both healthier and cheaper. Sorry, what? Oh man. I mean, this is classic, right? Because this is what should have happened in the very fucking first place. The focus should have been way, way fucking back on people's health, what they eat, how they live, how they look after their body, the food that they eat. What is it? What's in it? And of course, when they were not well, they would go along to their ever trustworthy doctor who would what? Prescribe them with drugs from Big Pharma. Here you go, take these. But it's only, no, take them, you'll be fine. It'll be okay. You'll be all right. It says here, don't worry about that. It's all good. All right? Trust me, I'm a doctor. But after all them years, decades and decades of peddling and pushing these drugs, toxins, to the masses, day in, day out, hour after hour, driven by greed, not a care in the world for what it might be causing, what it might be actually doing. Nope, fuck it, don't care. Money, the check, the car, the house, the big gold chain. That's the goal for the psychopath, for the no empathy. So they don't care. They're willing to sell their soul. A lot of doctors, that's pretty much them to a T. But now they're saying, well, wait a minute, actually, we maybe got it wrong. Of course, they wouldn't say that. but they clearly fucking have. But it wasn't by accident, of course, right? What are they moving on to now? So they're going to prescribe fruit and veg because it's cheaper. I mean, right, okay. So if you go to the hospital with a broken leg, what are they going to do? Give you a fucking banana? Uh, Throw an apple at you. There you go. You go to the doctor, you've got an abscess. Here's a pineapple. See you later. Yeah. Um, yeah, you can imagine it, right? Got a migraine. Here's some grapes. Adios. Would probably help, actually. But I mean, after all this time, they've decided that actually, wait a minute, you could probably sort that out just by eating better, eating more fruit and veg. We don't need to give you medication for it. But yet, they pushed it. They fucking pushed it big time. But now the Rockefellers are here to save the day. They totally were not behind the pushing of the toxic drugs, of course. Surely not, right? They're giving us the solution to it. Surely they never created the problem. Nah, that would be a conspiracy. Yeah, yeah. They've even got companies in on it now. 10 health insurance companies are working with Rockefeller to test the idea. Oh, man. Yeah. I'd imagine this is going to roll out right across, right? You're going to be throwing fruit and veg at everyone. Doctors are going to look a lot different, are they? Mm, quite an interesting one, that. Of course, yeah. Again, people will be there waiting to snap up any idea that's put forward because there will be an incentive and it will be money. So these companies, yeah, they're going to do it, right? They're going to go for it big time. They'll be like that, yep, give me it. We'll push it. We'll throw fucking fruit and veg at broken legs. Give it to us. We'll do it. We don't care if it works. We've been giving them toxins that don't even work. And look at where we are today. Look at the mess we're in. Look at the state of the health of the masses. I mean, we touched on it at the start. The amount of diseases, illnesses, talk about through the roof. We're beyond that. It's way beyond that now. As I have to sort out my car. So my cat decided that he was going to break in. Well, she even. I always say he. I always misgender my cat. Oh dear. I'll be getting arrested now for that in Scotland, right? He misgendered. Arrest him quickly. I'll be getting a knock on the door. She broke in eventually. Oh man, cats are so bloody annoying, honestly. When I my last cat that I had, Felix, he was great. But when he passed away, what are you doing? Playing with a ribbon. When he passed away, I thought, I'm not getting another one. Of course, that changed. My wife roped me into it. Darn it. But yeah, we got roped into it. I see Ian. Did I see Ian there? There we go. Yeah, Ian'll get me a strike. He's good at that, right? Our brother Ian Tuff in the hood. I mentioned earlier on that we're going to be live on Sunday. It'll be on my backup and on the Facebook page, the Last Jacobites, and we're going to get into Alistair Crawley. So you might want to check it out. Look out for it, right? I'll put a post up about. What are you doing? No, God's sake! Honestly, uh, she using my bloody my chest, my old cabinet that I've got. It was my dad's. I use it sometimes. It's like an old wooden chest. It's an antique actually, but she thinks it's a bloody scratch post, and it's not. I'll bloody turn her into a scratch post. Little bugger, right? I mean, cats, they are buggers, honestly. Don't get one. They'll keep you on your toes, that's for sure. And of course, the dog, plus the wife and the three kids. Yeah, we'll get there though, right? We never give in. So good to have Ian in the hood and everyone else tonight. Great stuff. I look forward to Sunday, and Ian's got a good story to share. So we won't give too much away, but look out for it, right? So the good old Rockefellers, with all the ideas, all the answers. It continues. We're not done yet, by the way. They're going to pay for healthy foods at schools, hospitals, prisons, and other state government facilities. Of course. Yeah. Yay. All hail the Rockefeller entity. Wow. Yeah, of course, right? They're going to control the food at the schools, at the hospitals, the prisons, and any other fucking facility they can get their claws into. Yeah, sounds like them, doesn't it? Of course, there'll be nothing to worry about there. Totally safe. The Rockefellers are good people. They're not criminals. Yeah, said no one ever. Help farmers switch their production practices to approaches that reduce carbon from being released into the air after they plough the ground. Oh man. Ah, fuck's sake. I should have read this before. Oh, that cracked me up. Fucking hell. Honestly. Oh, fucking hell. I cannot believe that, honestly. That is honest. That's pretty much knocked me out. Uh, help farmers switch their production practices to approaches that reduce carbon from being released into the air after they plough the ground. So ploughing the ground now, that's bad for the environment. Is that what they're fucking saying? Fuck off. Geese peace, right? I mean, come on. Ah, yeah, she didn't laugh. I cannot believe that. Honestly, I should have read it through. You know me though, right? I mean, what a world we live in. Honestly. Ploughing the ground is now. It's bad for the environment. As I'm trying to open this cup. Fucking hell, it's welded. Yeah, stop chemming, exactly. Justine, on the money. That's fucking unreal. I can't believe that. I mean, do people actually believe that? Surely people don't believe that, right? I suppose, yeah. It is 2022, seemingly. That is insane. It really is. Fund more small and medium sized food businesses to diversify. Yeah, they like that one, right? Diversify the distributors and prevent supply chain issues. Yeah, totally control the fucking supply chain. And we're going to promote all these wee businesses and new businesses that want to promote the agenda, basically. Again, you'll have the latest and greatest psychopath straight out of fucking university ready to fucking fleece us all. They'll do it. They'll be the ones. The private sector, another tentacle that pushes the agenda through. New and small businesses that crop up out of nowhere that get funded by these entities to push through the agenda. They don't care less about what it's for, what it does, what its end game is. They don't care. They're on the ladder. They want to make it. They'll do it hook or crook, by any means. They've sold their soul basically. A lot of people, when they get into business, they usually, I mean, there is good people in the business world. Don't get me wrong. Of course there is, but a lot of people at the top, they're not good people. I can assure you. And they get there by doing fucking evil shit. I shit you not. It's dog eat dog. It really is. You'll know that if you've been involved yourself. Shit, did we miss one there? The announcement builds on one of the philanthropy's most successful efforts, the Green Revolution of the 1960s. Wait a minute. The Green Revolution of the 90s. How well did that go? That was a successful effort, was it? Oh, man. What sort of... I suppose, yeah, because the world's totally great now, right? There's no climate issues because of said carbon or anything like that. It was totally successful. And how lucky are we? The Rockefellers back in the 60s with their revolution. A green revolution. A fucking Soylent Green revolution. She didn't laugh, right? But there they are in the 1960s, helping us out, right? Steering humanity, basically, in any direction that they see fit. Not in a fucking good one, I can assure you. But there they were in the 60s. Did they not think back then that it might be a good idea to give people a healthy diet, advise them on eating healthy food, eating properly, instead of eating absolute garbage? Did no one think of that back then? No. No. Penicillin, anamoxicillin, paracetamol, ibuprofen, fucking juices, all the juices, every juice you can think of. Any drug you can think of, imagine. Yeah, give it that. Yeah, put that. Yeah, yeah, add that to that. There you go. There's another drug. What does it do? Nothing. Put it out anyway. I mean, I mentioned a while back, I remember one of my father's friends in Dundee, Bonnie Dundee in Scotland. It was the first time I had ever seen anything like it in my life. And this lady, God bless her, I'm not sure if she's about today, but she had a big tub with all these wee compartments. It was a tub for a whole month, for every day of the month, and it had like every compartment had about 6 pills in it, and that's what she had to take each day and keep track of it. And I honestly, I could not fucking believe it. I think I must have been about 12, 11-year old at the time. I'd never came across anything like it in my life. And that was the first time I got a glimpse of how big pharma can get a hold of even just a nobody, basically. Right? And she reckoned that my cat is going to get it, honestly. Honest to God, she's just asking for trouble tonight. A little bugger. Honest. I lost my place there. Yeah, the Elizabeth in Dundee. I mean, that was staggering. There must have been about 100 pills in this big container full of different compartments. And I just thought, wow. And she thought that that was making her better. Taking all these tablets day after day, month after month, year after fucking year. And these people think that that's going to make them better? Yikes. But yeah, clearly no thought of the fruit and veg and a healthy diet in the 1960s. But I guess people were not as ill then. So there would be no sort of, not as much of a shout for it. Because as far as I'm aware, back then, people probably had a better way of life. You might want to fill me in the chat because um, I wasn't around in the 1960s, to be honest. But from what I can gather and what people have told me, it was a better time. People had a better way of life. Fast forward to today. Hmm. Yeah. She wants a kick. That's what she wants, Justine. She's gonna get kicked out the window in a minute, little bugger. She's away now. She broke in, sat on the bed, um, and then basically broke back out. Yeah, she does what she wants. She's the boss, right? Basically. So to continue with this, there's a wee bit more yet. Rockefeller financed the technology that helped fuel production of food in a way that averted starvation in the world's poorest countries? Right. However, it lacked sustainability and equity. Oh, bugger. That's what today's effort is designed to tackle. Right. So, yeah, we got it wrong then, but this time we're going to get it right. You can trust us. We're the Rockefellers. Sure. Quote: we're facing the biggest crisis we've ever faced around food insecurity. Close quote. Sergar said, who is again another Rockefeller expert from the foundation of Rockefeller. Quote: there are 811 million people today who don't have access to quality food. Yikes. What does that say about the fucking food then? And they don't know where their next meal is coming from. Right. We're at a very pivotal moment in history where we have 45 million people that are marching towards starvation. Welcome to the Hunger Games society. It is here. I shit you not. It is coming. It's pretty much what they're telling us, right? We're sleepwalking into the Hunger Games society where shit will heat up big time, straight up. Start getting ready, start thinking ahead, start prepping, start preparing. Don't panic, don't live in fear. Stay strong, stand strong, but get ready. Because I can tell you right now, stuff's gonna fucking heat up. Not necessarily where you are, but eventually it's gonna come knocking. What is it George Orwell said when he was asked about what the future's gonna be like? Who knows what was said there? I bet you most people here do. Most people here probably know. How did he describe what the future would be like? If my memory serves me correct, of course. Does anyone know? He pretty much said, if you want to know what the future's gonna be like, then think of something. Does anyone recall it? Good to have lots of people in the chat tonight. Lots of good comments. Scotty, Justine, great stuff. Bri, British B, Ian. A pleasure to have Ian back again. Clan Gun, good to have you back again. I'm unsure if you're on my backup or my original channel. Can I check? Let me see. Um, I think I think from now on, I'll just do it on the one because I'm confusing myself now. It does not take much to confuse me, so not a good idea, right? Shona D, there we go, back again. Good to see you in the hood. Sean as well, a pleasure. Yeah, bang on. Yeah, and Ian got it as well. Absolutely, seemingly, seemingly that's what he said, right? And he's pretty much called everything. Let's face it, if you read 1984 and Animal Farm, he's pretty much nailed where we are, even at the moment, in the world that we're in. You can't speak your own fucking mind. I cannot say what I need to say. In regards to the juice, if I said exactly what I think right now, I would get a strike. I'd probably get the police at the door. I shit you not. That's the world that we're in today. It's tyranny central. And the screw of tyranny is tightening and tightening and tightening and tightening all the time. Every day. In fact, every minute. What is it they used to call it? The totalitarian tiptoe. Not anymore, it's not. It's a fucking sprint now. Big time. So we're gonna keep what we can in mind. We're gonna learn as much as we can. Look at what Orwell pointed out. If he's going to be right about that, what exactly does that mean? Are we going to see some sort of martial fucking law in the future? I think we have a new member, Gainer. There you go. Good to have our good friend Gainer. I think Gainer is one of the longest, actually, subscribers that I've got. I'm unsure. It's been that long now. It's been so long, but thank you very much, Gainer. You will, I believe, see me talking nonsense in different posts. You don't get. I don't. What I don't put is any content that I make. It will be. You won't have to. It won't be behind a wall or anything like that. So all the videos will be on YouTube. But on the members tab, all you get is posts, like a community post. So it's updates and pretty much me talking nonsense, to be honest. It makes the channel a bit more professional. It gives you at least a bit more. For me, I'm unsure if it's going to be as much use, to be honest. But I can use it to keep people updated as well. Anyone who, I mean, there is channels that I am members of because I like to follow them and know pretty much exactly what's going on. We have got a few people like that here, not many. But I do get it. You want to kind of be closer to the creator and be more, I guess, more part of it. So I do understand. I'm unsure as to how long I'll have it, but it is there for the time being, right? But there you go. Yeah, you'll only see it if you become a member. I think that's how it works, right? It'll come up and you'll see it on YouTube. But hey, don't worry about that. It's I mean, you won't be missing very much. So people don't have to do it, and I won't be here. advising people to do it. If people want to, then the option is there for them, right? I can't understand it, and it kind of brings the channel onto, I guess, a new level, right? I think it's improving all the time. It's looking better. The community just gets better and better. The comments that we get, the information that we get, it's amazing. Honestly, I really do appreciate everyone's time. Shona, here in the States, I see a glimmer of hope. People are so sick of the BS. Yeah, same here, to be honest. I think more and more as well. uh, More people are like, yeah, actually, I think you were right. I think these people were right. Something's not quite right with what they tell us. They're not buying it anymore. And that kind of makes me think, well, they're going to have to speed things up with another, I don't know, disaster, because they're going to be, I mean, they're going to be saying, hey, people are waking up. Not only that, people are waking up by the shitload. And eventually, they're going to come fucking knocking. And just on that, uh, kind of, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck, I can't think of the word. Oh man, it's completely failed me. It's kind of speculation, right? But I reckon the awakening, they're gonna latch on to it, aren't they? Going by how they work. I mean, I'm unsure if they've created the awakening, but what they are masters at is capitalizing on anything whatsoever. So they could jump on the back of the awakening and steer it. And most people in who can see it for what it is will know and will see it. But they'll latch onto it and steer it in a certain direction. And I think that they'll do that, and in time to come, they're gonna offer up certain people on a plate. Some of the richest and some of the most famous, they'll become the target, they'll become the enemy, and it'll be almost like some kind of victory. And all will be good again, right? I mean, I could be wrong, but I kind of get the feeling, going by what they're saying about the rich at the moment, they're going to maybe use the rich as the fall guy. The rich is going to be the fall guy, right? I think that's why in the past few decades they've created more and more rich people to offer up as the fall guy, while the real rich escape and get off scot free. Speculation by me on my part, of course. I could be wrong, but going by bits that I'm gathering at the moment, yeah, I kind of get the feeling that might be the case. I could be wrong, right? I've been wrong before. I'm the first person to admit it. I'll be wrong again, without a doubt. You can't be right all the time, uh, but you never know. Zom- Zombioids, yeah. Yeah, I know the feeling, right? Yeah. I mean, you should really, in my opinion, have a kind of small circle of friends and don't bother with other people. They ain't worth your fucking time. Honestly, don't bother about them. They ain't, they're not even worth thinking about. These people, these masked fucking maniacs who still wear them. I mean, oh my God, honestly, when are they going to take them off? I'm pretty sure some of them people sleep with their mask on, right? I forgot to take it off. I slept with it on. They're gonna just sew it to their fucking face, right? I mean, they may as well. honestly. I'm still seeing people with them on, and I'm still shaking my head. That's 2 years I've been shaking my head. I'm breaking the record for head shaking. What's the world record for head shaking? I'm adamant I've broke it, honestly, and my neck by doing it. Anyway, have I got another slide? Um, yeah, so on Monday, actually, Tuesday it'll be. On Tuesday, I'm going to be live again. The Rockefeller Horror Show. And then on the Wednesday, it's going to be the New War Order Part 3. Back again. So we're going to go Tuesday, Wednesday, and I'm going to be live with Ian on the Sunday and live on Monday on Facebook, which I will hopefully, if I can, upload to my BitChute. Right? So a lot going on. We're keeping going. I mean, there's so much to get into when it comes to the Rockefellers. I had to put this on its own, this article that we covered. I wanted to point it out. It's worth noting, and it's kind of a build up to the Rockefeller Live, I guess. I mean, they are behind so many things. It's staggering. It really is. On Tuesday, we'll be getting into the mainly the pharmaceutical side of it, right? But there's going to be a lot covered. We'll cover a few different documents and books, and as always, we'll have a chat, right? Is Gaynor close to shaking her head, breaking the record as well? Still driving with a mask, Jesus, unreal. I see them going past as well, and I mean, surely when it's summertime, they're going to think, actually, I'm not going to bother. But they're still talking about scariants. You are indeed, as far as I'm aware, the very first. So on the night that we made history by confusing everyone by going live on both channels, you were indeed the first member of That's Life But Not As We Know It. So I'll need to drop you a line in the community tab, right? And send you a thank you note, I guess. I think it's about 99p. I'm unsure, but I think that's a month. So, I mean, people don't have to join. It's just an extra, basically. Makes the channel look a bit more professional, if that even is possible. I doubt it, but there you go. Michigan girl, you're a bit late. We're away to wrap up now. I'm away to say cheerio. Definitely gonna start. I'm gonna have to start giving out press ups again, right? I'm gonna have to. I can't have people being late. Not this late. There's no excuse. There's no excuse for it. But a pleasure to have you, and thank you for watching and engaging with the latest video that I done. I'm forgetting the name. NASA, true colors, right? True colors, they always shine through with NASA. What are NASA? What is NASA? What do they do? Have they ever been into space? That's a genuine question. In the video that I shared before, right, you'll notice, and I put an arrow, so I pointed it out, so you should not be missing it. But NASA talked about these satellites that they were putting into, by their own words, low Earth orbit. Low, LOW. But even then, it put it even lower, and they called it another low Earth orbit. So, in the fucking sky then. In the sky. But it's quite comical, really. But when they show you the CGI graphics of these satellites in space, yeah, they're in space. Yeah, on the fucking CGI video, but even by their own admission, in their own words, they're practically in the fucking clouds, not space, far from it. And that is in their own words. So again, when have NASA ever went into space? At least what they call space. Never. They went to the moon, right? Yeah. Of course they did. Of course they went to the moon. Yeah. Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin. What was the other guy? Collins. Michael Collins, right? A lot of people forget his name. I almost did there. Seemingly Michael stayed on the module. I'm not going out there. So and I mean, in the interview, you can see that he was different from the other two, possibly under a different form of MK Ultra, because I think that was involved. I could be wrong, speculation on my part, but I think there might have been MK Ultra used in helping them basically lie through their fucking teeth. And I mean the first interview, but even when they're in the the isolation chamber, when they come back and they're speaking to, is it Nixon? No. Is it Nixon? Oh, bugger. What's the other guy's name? Reagan? And Buzz Aldrin. I put it in a video. It's an intro, but it's at the end. And Buzz Aldrin, the president asks Buzz Aldrin, "Did you hear about the All-Stars game?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, yeah, the rain. Yeah, the rain delayed it." And then Armstrong says, "Yeah, well, we haven't learned how to control the weather yet, but that's tomorrow's job." Yeah. Of course, it was only a joke, right? Yeah, sure. Just a joke. And Armstrong never to be seen again after he said that. Don't put him in any interviews. He's fucking giving the game away. We'll put Buzz forward now. He can do it. So that's what they done. Buzz took the reins. Armstrong, a bit of a loose cannon. Never really used to make much sense, to be honest. Neither did Buzz, to be fair. Still fucking doesn't. They seem to be very confused. Buzz seems to be confused in terms of today's interviews. The interview that Armstrong did with Patrick Moore on Sky at Night, wow. I mean, come on. It is, you can clearly see that Armstrong's lying. And even, I think even Patrick clicked onto it. I think Patrick knew this guy's not been to the moon. And Armstrong, the immature guy I mean, it's rich of me calling anyone immature, right? But laughing and giggling and sniggering, and honestly, you can just tell that he is fucking lying through his teeth. Arrogant, yeah, very arrogant as well. Honestly, that's a good way to put it. But I mean, honestly, if you've not seen the interview with Armstrong and Patrick Moore, you have to watch it because there's more to it as well. They talk about the stars. Of course, originally they said they couldn't see any stars. And then somehow somebody said they did see stars. So did they, didn't they? We certainly couldn't see any. When I spoke to Bart Sibrel about it, he reckoned that, of course, they couldn't fake the stars because they would have to be exact to the location which would be almost impossible to do, to fake in a studio. You'd have to have these constellations in the exact place that they should be. Otherwise, someone's going to call bullshit. So, what's the next best thing? Black it out. You don't see any stars. That way, no questions asked, right? You couldn't see any. Yeah, well, it's the atmosphere and the TV and the light, right? Sure. Why not? Never a straight answer. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're going to get Bart on again, definitely. That was great, right? I've got more questions. I've got more questions about the astronauts. Yeah. So we'll get Bart on again. It was fantastic. A pleasure meeting and speaking to Bart. That was great. If you've not got Bart's book, Moon Man, you want to get it. Did I tell people what the name was? Did anyone? I'm unsure. I can't remember if I told you. Did I tell you what the name of the studio where they filmed the moon landing? They faked it. They had a code name for the studio. Does anyone know what it was? I think I might have told you. I was trying to hold it back for a bit to help Bart out so you could buy his book. But I'm gonna do a kind of book review on it. I was quite surprised at Bart thinking that the Chinese landing's not fake. I'm unsure about that, to be honest. I can't buy it. I don't know if it's just me. I've not looked into it properly, but I've got a funny feeling that if they faked the moon landing in America, they're going to fake it in China. Nothing new under the sun. It's the same thing, the same entity. They can't get there. They can't do it. They cannot do it. It's a great book. I'm halfway through at the moment and it's great. But I had to find out. The first thing I wanted to know was what was the name of at least the code name of this, where they done it. And it was seemingly, the code name for the studio was Slam Dunk. There you go. You heard it here first, right? Seemingly it was called Slam Dunk. And if you watch the interview, you'll know that this book, I've got it in my hands just now. Basically, Bart got given a list by a security guy who claims to have been the head of security at where was it again? New Mexico, the RAF, not RAF, the Military Air Force Base in New Mexico, where they filmed the fake moon landing. And yeah, seemingly they called it Slam Dunk. Now, quite an interesting name. Why would they call it that, right? Kind of makes sense as well because it's a slam dunk. It can't fail. It'll be done. And I think, yeah, they went with that because they knew if they tried to go to the moon properly, it could fail. It wouldn't be a slam dunk. It could potentially be a miss. If they fake it in a studio, it's a slam dunk, right? That's my thinking behind the code name, right? But if you want to read Bart's book, I advise you do. Just go to bartsabrel.com or Amazon, I guess. Although I'd rather we stayed away from Amazon, but hey, we're all trapped in this system and we've got to try our best, right? Solomon Kane, good to have you. We are wrapping up, I'm afraid. So you're all right. You can catch up again. No notification, bugger. But good to see you back again, brother. Solomon, great stuff. And Justine, a pleasure to have you. Why have I suddenly got a right itchy arm? Oh, man. Anyway, a pleasure to have you, Justine. As always, right? Great stuff. You caught up eventually. You've missed a few, but we won't give you a hard time, right? We'll let you off. Seeing as it's you. And Shona, a pleasure. The moon. Yeah, that's quite a good question, actually. I'm unsure. I mean, they've came out now and said that the moon's in Earth's atmosphere. They fucking shit you not. That's basically what they're saying. It's like, wait a minute, did we not say that before? Yeah, that seems to be the kind of route that they're going down. And the moon's got its own atmosphere now as well. Did you see the latest? Oh man, it cracked me up. Oh fuck. Oh, it was so funny. Honestly, if you look, where is it? Have I got it here? Oh, oh, it was so funny. Where is it? I'll see if I can find it. Oh, quickly before I go. I'm not going to find it, am I? I was going to put it in my community tab. Where is it? Oh man, now I'm not going to find it because I want to find it. Why does that happen, right? When you want to find something, you can't find it. When you can't find it, no, when you're not wanting to find it, it's always there. Is that does that happen to you as well, right? Can I put the camera? This one cracked me up. Let me see. Remove. Da-da. There we go. Is it? I don't know if you. I don't know if you're gonna. Yeah, you can see it. Look, it's the moon. It's got blue on it. It's got ice. Wow. Yeah. Blue moon. Of course, blue moon. Yeah, of course. Yeah. But you can only see it if you're looking a certain way or at a certain time. Sure. Let's go with that. I mean, what have they done? They've s- they've got some kid to add a few wee blue dots with a blue marker pen. Oh man. Honestly, they fucking crack me up big time. They really do. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Yeah, I think China. Yeah. I mean, come on, right? It's going to be fake again. I'm going to have to look into that one, but I would imagine it's fucking faked. This is why no nothing none of these other nations or entities blow the lid on the fake moon landing because they'll be faking their own fucking shit. Why does Russia not blow the lid? Why does Putin not blow the lid on the fake moon landing? Even we know it was fucking faked. Me, a nobody from Elgin, a wee town in Scotland. It doesn't even fool me. Not one bit. And many, many other people not fooled by it in any way, shape, or form. But of course, they don't, because they also will have stuff that they faked, manipulated, orchestrated. Sputnik 1. I mean, I've not looked into it extensively, but I don't buy it. I really don't buy it. I do not fucking buy it. But because of Sputnik 1, America started NASA, or it had I think it was it was some sort of company to begin with, then it changed to NASA because Sputnik 1, right? The Russians, run! They've got a satellite in the sky. Quickly, put another, let's make our own one. Yeah, sure. And put that in the sky because it certainly won't be in fucking space. On a balloon, probably, yeah. in the sky, not in space. And yeah, they do use balloons as well for their satellites. A fucking balloon. Yeah. Did anyone see, remember there was a period where they kept finding these steel, sort of steel balls in the ground as if they'd fell out the sky? Strange metallic fucking spheres. I think they might have been hanging from a fucking balloon at one point. No one knows what they are, right? Yeah. Because they wouldn't want to tell you. Oh, yeah, that's actually meant to be a satellite. What's it fucking doing in the ground? Yeah, good question. We're going to get into NASA a wee bit more in the future. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up tonight because I've went way longer than I should have. That's the way we roll. That's life, but not as we know it. So, a massive thank you to everyone tonight. Justine, a pleasure. Shona, a pleasure as always to have you. They always joking about, yeah, many a truth said in jest, right? That's how they roll. And of course, they mock us constantly mocking us, rubbing it right in our fucking face. That's what they like to do. The enlightened monk, Rich Slipman as well. Good to have you. I had a customer that made those spheres. Well, you know what are they then? Rich can fill us in. Good to have you tonight. Michigan Girl as well. You've caught a fair bit. I kept going because you missed it, right? So, yeah, there you go. Seeing as it's you. Shona, Justine, Gaynor as well. My very first and only member. What a pleasure, right? Great to have you tonight. Rich, Justine, Diane as well. Regular, long term. A pleasure to have you back again. Rich, Justine, Sean as well. Good to have you back again. Shona, Solomon Kane, good to have you. A pleasure. Yeah, you might want to look out. YouTube, a lot of people tend to not get notifications, so that happens a lot. There's not much I can do about it because I've not really got a set time that I can be on. So you're just going to have to look out. And hey, if you miss it, you can catch up another time for sure. Good to have Solomon, Shona, Justine. A pleasure, Rich. Scotty, where did you go? There you go. Good to have you. Did I miss anyone else? I probably did, to be honest. I'm hopeless. Oh, what have I done? Oh, that's how you make it a full screen. Cool. How long have I been using StreamYard? About 2 years. I've just realised that I can do something that I never knew, which was hide the comments section, basically. That's going to help now because it makes the screen a lot bigger for me, which is great. I can read better, hopefully. Anyway, a pleasure as always. If I missed you, quickly put a comment and I'll give you a shout out. Entitled and arrogant. Yeah, they always come across like that. I'm pretty sure they're going to get offered up on a plate at some point, and the real fucking enemies are going to basically run away scot-free. So, we'll keep our eyes peeled on that one. Diane, yeah, a pleasure to have Diane back again. And Michigan Girl. Let me see if I can. Yeah, I think it's good. I like to do it live so I can interact in real time. I prefer it rather than put a video and then people can comment after. It's better if we can get a crack, right? Get a catch up and yeah, have a good crack. Be mad for the crack. Of course, crack, not the crack pipe crack, but good crack, like a banter. right? As we say in bonnie Scotland. Anyway, Sunday on the backup channel and on the Facebook Jacobites will be basically an Alistair Crawley live, I guess. So look out for that. And either Monday, if I've got time, or Tuesday, we're going to be back again. I might have a video on Sunday. So you might want to look out, right? Keep your eyes peeled, like I always say. Get out there, have a bit of fun. Do not live in fear. Whatever you do, not for 1 minute. Don't fear anything whatsoever. There's one thing about fear. It is a liar. Don't fear a thing, right? Be content. Stay strong. Keep your head up. And like I always say, no matter what you do, no matter where you are, do not comply. And that is about it. Bye-bye.
Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Oh Lord, in our trouble so high. Oh Lord, in our trouble so high. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Yes, I went down the other day. My soul was happy with the shit on me. I went down the other day. My soul was happy with the shit on me. Oh Lord, in our trouble so high. Oh Lord, in our trouble so high. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. And I went up that hill again today. My soul was happy, couldn't stay all day. But I went to my room and did stay long. Looked at the bed and my brother was there. Oh Lord, in our trouble so hard. Oh Lord, in our trouble so hard. Don't nobody know my troubles but God. Don't nobody know my troubles but God.
We got to get down, Eagle. Listen, tranquility, the Eagle has limits. Rocket point, tranquility, we copy